Now we get to talk about zippers. Zippers are great because obviously it makes it much easier to get in and out of latex. Zippers can be a bit of a minefield if you're going to order online, unless you really know what you're looking for, because there are lots of aspects of zippers and lots of options. As nice as these look, they are very weak. They are not structurally sound, they're not usually very wide, and the nylon teeth, which are a thinner tooth, are just not very reliable. People put these in wedding dresses a lot, and it's just not a good idea because they are prone to breaking. And once you have a broken zipper in your garment, there's not much you can do except take the zipper out and replace it, which is not good if you're in a hurry. So anyways, this is an invisible zipper. Don't buy these for latex. With a latex garment, you are going to have a lot of tension. Look, you can even see as I'm just tugging on that, you can see any tension applied to this zipper is going to mean that it pulls itself open. And with a latex garment being stretched around the body, there's always going to be tension against the zipper. Zippers in general don't really like tension. They just want to zip up and down, and when you pull them apart, they find it more difficult to do their said function. So invisible zippers are a big no-no. The next zipper is very similar to the invisible zip. This is the nylon zipper. So it's the same sort of teeth as the invisible zip, but the pull tab is on the same side as the teeth. The opposite side is flat. So it's just a slight difference. These are sometimes easier to sew in, but again, I would avoid the nylon teeth. So these are much fatter, and you can see the difference between, I mean, these are very different sizes, but if you look at the difference between this red zipper and the nylon zipper, these teeth are much more visible and pronounced than these teeth. And these teeth have more grip and kind of friction against each other than these. So again, I would say no to the nylon zip, just because it's not going to be as strong or as durable as the chunky zips. Now we just have good zips left. The ends of the zip, you can have either a closed end or an open end. So these two are closed end, and these are actually the same. This is the same zipper, the same size. These are closed end. So a closed end zipper does not go all the way. So jeans have closed end zippers because you don't need to take the jean totally apart, in the same way that a jacket or kind of like a zip-up hoodie, that has what's called an open-ended zip. And it's open-ended because as you zip it, when you reach the bottom, it opens and becomes two completely separate pieces that you then, using the end of the zipper, slide it back in and are able to zip it back up. You can also get continuous zipper, which is just a very, very long, you can buy it by the meter, 10 meters length of zipper, and it doesn't have any of these stops to it. So it doesn't have any of the features that make it possible and easy for it to be an open and closed zip. And it doesn't have any of the top stops, and you apply those onto the zipper. So you can buy metal bottom stops to shorten your zipper that way. You can buy metal top stops to shorten your zipper from the top edge, depending on what you need. Some of the ways that you put the zipper, inserting the zipper into the garment, some ways you can conceal it, other ways you might want to have it as a feature. If I've got a garment that has other visible metal details, I tend to use the metal zips. I buy a lot of zippers because I work with a lot of different colors, so I'm often trying to match the color of the zipper to the garment that I'm working with because I find that most aesthetically pleasing, but you could also do a contrasting color depending on what you want, or you could make the color of your zipper match the contrast color trim. There's lots and lots of options, and basically it's just about personal preference of what you would like. The recommendations that I have are just about the durability of the zipper and which zippers are going to last the longest, because replacing a zipper is a bit boring. And anytime you're taking a garment apart is when it's going to be at its weakest and most prone to tearing. So if we can just put a good zipper in to begin with and hopefully never have to take it out, that's going to be a much better option than getting a cheap zip and putting it in and it not working and that sort of thing. So avoid invisible zips, avoid nylon zips, go for chunky teeth, at least a number 5, and then you just need to decide if you're looking for a closed end, an open end, and how many pull tabs you need.